Discord button. Alright, this is Uncle Tony's 8th Jiro 3 deck. Let's check it out. He says, okay, so this is Jiro 3 with 2 checks. Like every other Jiro deck I did, my plan was to play Lightning Rod, build 2, then copy Harden to pick things up and keep stringing. Hoping to play more than 2 Lightning Rods on the turn I can kill. Okay. Okay. Also, I said this deck doc was going to be the one with 4x Jiro SR, so I need to run it now. Okay. So, audio reverberation, lightning rod, dramatic slash. I won't back down, shotgun, copy harden. Interesting. Interesting. Your charge deck has 1 damage this turn. Okay. Okay. So here is my thought. Here's my thought. If our goal here is to play a bunch of lightning rods and string out, then I want to go look for, this is into the good symbol, good attack, charge, go. What charges do we have, right? Amplifier jack attack is pretty good. If you have at least 2 other charge attacks in your card pool, it gets a -1 difficulty. So it's a 3 diff, 4 mid for 4. So like reverberation, lightning rod, jack attack is kind of neat. I think this one's not very, I mean, this having powerful, or this has, sorry, this having powerful 3 is pretty okay, right? So I'm going to put it in the sideboard just to look at it. If you have 6 keywords in your card pool, it gets 3 damage. This is 4 keywords. This is 6 keywords. So this being a 6 diff, 3 high for 6 is fine. I don't think it's incredible, but it's fine. It's completely blocked. Okay, we don't care. If there's a high attack in the card pool, there should be. Rivals block modifier. Okay, that sinks. Nezure Flood. We can't mitigate the whatever. But it is a 4 diff. And it's looked at range attacks, not charge attacks. Because I want specifically charge attacks. Right? Full Cowling doesn't make sense here. At least 1 momentum, build it down. Interesting. Yeah, I guess not. I want to play Tasty Riff. I like Velocity Rush a lot in here. Of like audio reverberation, Velocity Rush, Velocity Rush. It's a good use of the momentum we get from Lightning Rod. And I like it way more than what Dramatic Slash is doing. Cause like build an asset is like fine, right? But like the best thing to build is shooting gear. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Slash. Airstream Driver is not bad. I would rather play Airstream Driver than I would rather play Slash, right? Bright Hood, yeah. Cannon Blast. I guess with Cannon Blast or with Net Launcher, right? Like we just get to. Oh, this says commit 3 face-up foundations, whereas this says commit 2 face-down foundations for +2/+4, and they're just the foundations on Lightning Rod. Right? That is probably just better than what this guy's got going on. But it's another 5 diff, and we want as many 4 diffs as possible. Because we just want to string as hard as we can. Hell, dude, I'd rather play Leaping Right Hook instead of the audio reverberation. We have the air symbol? We don't. Double checking. We don't. I've discarded a card. Yeah, I like Velocity Rush. I think Velocity Rush is neat. Let me just double check all these moves. There's an idea where we're supposed to play Sound Wave Blast. It's a low attack. That's also a low attack with reverberation, right? It's pretty big. It's supposed to be like a 5, maybe 6 damage move because of the reverberation. I mean, this card's pretty red in our deck, but we're not there yet. Draw 2 cards. You have 10 removed. Draw 3 instead. It's a 4 diff. Giant Enhance. Ready your character after this attack resolves. I mean, discard 1, draw 2 is pretty okay in the character that gets to look at the top 2 cards of your deck, right? You just get to know if you want them or not. Okay, let's look. So my personal opinion is I don't like Dramatic Slash in the deck. I think it's not good. I can allow Godzilla cards if you want. No, it's okay. I think I'll leave it with just the Jiro or just the Girl Power stuff for now. We can come back to it. Yeah, I'm gonna kill the Dramatic Slash. It's gone. I don't like the card. I don't mind tuning in. I don't mind Rush. I like Amplifier Jack a lot as a bonus kill condition, right? As a way to spend your momentum. It's 1 speed, 2 speed, draw a card. Hey, this card's fine, but I'm not like in love with it. I won't back it down as a... Yeah, I actually think Velocity Rush is just like supposed to be the card here. Maybe it's a 2 of... As we're looking. Like, this card's just like Reverberation gets blocked. It's a 7 damage move, right? These now become 10 damage by itself. I think tuning in is just a conditional version of the Ryukyu low attack. Yeah. It's probably not good enough. I do like this being an opener that I can spend the momentum and then like figure out how to kill them. And then Amplifier Jack, just like it being a 3 diff is like very good, especially on the reverberation turns, right? At least for the charge attacks in your card pools. I guess like this doesn't count. I'm gonna put this to a 3 of... Mike's going crazy. I'm gonna reset it. Bye, guys. '21 attack. Is that better? I'm gonna get rid of Fierce Wings. This card's not very good. Soulful Rendition. What do we have low block wise? We've got so many cards. Tony, what's this number look like? Shortcake Admirer. Spend momentum at a high attack from your card pool to your hand. That's kind of crazy. 65 to 70. This is really cool. Remove spin momentum at a high attack from your card pool to your hand. No. Yes. 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 Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to toss this up to a 2 of. It's a powerful 3 move, which I think is a big deal. It's a powerful 3 move that says that if I've played 2 of the charges, it's a 3 diff, which I think is very good. Okay, now let's look at actions, assets under the good symbol. What do we have? Shooting gear. Referee jury is pretty red. Ares Smile. Ares probably a sideboard card. There's an idea where Flex Your Might is pretty rad, right? Like, we got a 7 damage move that's a 4 of. 7. What else is done here? I guess it's just the 7 damage move. I had Ares as a 1 of because of the... Oh, you have the use of the new one. Yeah, we're going to cut it. I think it's probably just not worth it, truthfully. Or I guess... Hold on. We steal momentum with Lightning Rod. If you had more than just the 4 moves that are that have big stats, I'd be down for Flex Your Might, but we don't. Training Weights. Training Weights is a great card to put in our deck because it is more copies of Audio Reverberation. Maybe actually, Training Weights. If we want to put Training Weights in the deck, we can talk about putting the other one, the Dramatic Slash back in. And Training Weights, I will commit the cards that I'm grabbing with Lightning Rod in order to use Training Weights because they're just going to leave anyways. Right? Commit weights, commit the foundation that I built in, ready the Training Weights, use Copy Harden to pick that card back up on the next one. 3 more damage. I mean, it's just plus 2 damage or plus 3 damage like randomly. I don't hate it as like a 1 of, right? Even without it, I think this is fine. That's neat. I like building assets with Dramatic Slash. I mean, if that's a thing that we like doing, then I can put it back in. If that's the thing we like doing, we can add it back in. I mean, it might just be this spot then. Let's look at our block zones. Because this thing is also powerful. Order my asset, reveal the top card of your deck. You remove it at the top card of your pile, top of your deck. I mean, I'm down. The other option is like we could just go kind of crazy with it, and like Audio Reverberation is a opener, but then so is Slash as the opener, and we could just like play 3 of it, right? Take I Won't Back Down, drop it down to a 3 of, and then do Dramatic Slash at the 3 of, like 3 and 3. But maybe 2 is the right number. You know what? We're gonna get crazy. We're gonna do 3 and 3. We're gonna do 3 and 3. No, it should be 2. It should be 2. We don't have enough assets. I want it to be 3. I want it to be 3 so bad. Okay. Let's go back to our action asset. Is there anything else? I like Go for the Win. I think Go for the Win is really cool with the things that you build off Lightning Rod. A good symbol rebuild deck sounds fucking nuts, right? Just destroy one of the cards that are supposed to be gone. How do you draw? It builds face downs. Yeah, this destroys the foundation, builds the top 2 face down. Right? Like you just like come in one. I don't think it's this deck, but there's certainly like a really, really aggressive, good symboled for Go for the Win for Lightning Rod type idea that's just like supposed to just like fucking try and pop off. It's probably like a Midoriya 5 that is like draws a trillion cards and there's like tries to pop off on all in one turn. Take a bonus turn, do the thing. Okay, let's look at foundations. Search. Moth Monster. Oh, there's only 2 good cards. Also, always cool builds. Yeah, but like that card puts a card up into the card pool, right? The goal is to just like build as many as you can for free, while like committing your cards as you like play stuff. Name a card, reveal the top, gets +2, -2 damage. Spin momentum, it gets keywords. After you check a copy of the card you're trying to play, draw a card and ready a foundation that has been ready this turn. Guys, I don't like. After a stun attack is played, it loses 2 keywords of your choice. I think this card's not good, man. I think sound sensitivity is just not a good card. Yeah, it's just not good, guys. I don't know. Refreshing Blend is messed up. It's crazy we're not playing this card. Radiant Foundation has not been ready this combat phase. Offer the lower cost of spend a momentum. It's not fair, ladies and gentlemen. It's not fair. Team Stash. Bottom modifier gets -2. How do we feel about 0 diffs? Are we good? Are we good on those? I mean, we've got these 4. Let's go all the way up here to 0 diffs, huh? Surprising skill is weird. I guess block. We want 6s. Your finished is very good. Yeah, it's probably fine. It's probably good enough. Curious about quirks. After foundation leaves your stage, you draw build a foundation for discard pile. I think this card's gonna matter a lot. If you've discarded a card, no, yeah, no. Okay. Resting up. We have a response commit ability. We should be playing resting up, right? Like this is just like the best version of this card. Your finish doesn't seem right, I don't think, because I pick up the card I checked if it's a copy. There's also Deadlock Hate, right? Like it's a Deadlock card, which is like very good. Resting Up is probably better than Soulful Rendition. Return of the Kings also isn't bad. It is it's speed without being speed. You're not playing practical, which is crazy to me. This guy hates the Deadlock keyword. Not allowed to play this one. I think this card's very good. Mainly Passionate Guy's pretty okay. Also got 2 diffs. Juice Box Hero. Spin momentum. It gets a for each of its keywords. It's pretty okay. Sound sensitivity. No. Refreshing Blend is insane. It's crazy. Love this one. Pardon G. Breaking the Cuffs is kind of cool. Urmish's Perseverance, I think, is a big deal. I think Perseverance is supposed to be in the deck because after you block with Lightning Rod, you get a momentum, and then the thing says go pick up an attack. Right? Also, the person I verse against despises Deadlock. Yeah, who cares about that? I think you're just supposed to beat them. Kill them. Kill them now. What's a symbol is not bad. I'll put it in the board just in case there's like different high blocks I don't like. Nice Try makes sense. Broken Psyche makes sense. Yeah, I don't really care about my friend. No. It's not about caring about your friend. It's about just killing them. That's what we care about. We just want to kill them. We just want to win the game, you know? Yeah, it's not about them. It's about us. Training method, no. Fights for winners, okay. And then 3 diffs, question mark? We're playing for 2 checks. We cannot block with cards of the same name type. Spirit Detective fan favorite. Rated the villain. Okay. Alright. So let's talk about it. Refreshing Blend has to exist in this deck somewhere. Put it 2 of. I'm taking out the Soulful Edition. I'm putting in the Resting Up. It's -3 speed. Practical Study has to be a 2 of because the Deadlock is too good. Perseverance is a 1 of. And now I get to make cuts. Let's go difficulty first. Holy, 2 checks or 2 diffs. Batman. Yeah, I'm cutting sound sensitivity. I think this card's bad. Resistance training is a 4 of. Are you out of your mind? 4 of? This is what a cool 1 of you're playing. That's neat. Shortcake Admirer is also a 1 of. I would be down for you to play more resistance training if you weren't playing 4 copies of this. I'm gonna push back on cutting resistance training. That card is too fun in 7 hand size characters. Okay, there's our compromise. You just like have too many 2 diffs, right? You just like you have too many high difficulties, right? I live on the edge. I mean, if you want to put, we can put it back to a 4 if you're sold on it, right? We can put it back. There's just you're playing a lot of you're playing 3 diffs with the 2 check, so you can't build it on turn 1, right? Going first, it's just like it's scary, right? I'm gonna put it at a 3 of. I think that's the compromise we have to do. I'm just so nervous your deck just doesn't work. Always cool. I'm gonna kill the Broken Psyche. What's our low blocks look like? It has to be mid blocks. Look at mid blocks. Area Safe, Perseverance. Can we do 2 Shortcake, 2 Training? Yeah, but I think that Shortcake is the worst card. But we can do 2 and 2. That's fine. Curious about Quirks, Spirit Beast. I think I actually have to cut the training weights again, which is sad. I think that's a very cool tactic, but if I'm trying to cut this down even a little bit, like 68 cards, they just like are supposed to be from the mids, which like I just like have to do it from here. Curious about Quirks. I mean, Spirit Beast Pooh gets to be a 3 of. Yes, it's a 6, but it's a 3 mid block, and that's not very good. I guess Perseverance gets to leave again. I can cut Shortcake to 2 then for weights. You like weights that much? Because it would be cutting Shortcake to 1. I also like Urmeshi. Yeah, that's how I feel. I like Urmeshi a lot in this deck because of Lightning Rod. I think this card is like very good with this card. 70 block zones. Let's look at the highs that we have. Let's look at our controls. How many? We got 6 4s. Man, I don't love new training method, but it's really good with resistance training, and so like maybe it's supposed to be in here. I just like I don't see how like resistance training you're going to be blocking so often. I just don't see how you're doing it, right? With your characters like once per turn. Do we believe that Jiro should be a higher deck size? No? Not necessarily. No, not necessarily. We could take you down to a 2 of because we're playing 4 nice tries. We could take new training down to a 3 of. We could take refreshing blend down to a 1 of. Versing against the deck, he tends to build with new training, and he actually pulls off the resistance a few times in testing. Yeah. I think that, I mean, this is down to 67 with 22 attacks. It could go up a little bit more, and I haven't cut anything, like, off the table. And so if you're, like, down for, like, a 68 card deck, which I think that you said you are, you're down for, like, 60 whatever. My thing is like, resistance just like I want you to look at all the cards that spend a momentum, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These all spend a momentum. And I know that we get one of these for free, and one of our attacks is probably going to hit, right? Because of the plus ones per turn, give it 4 speed or whatever, right? Give this thing 4 speed. It's an 8 low for 7. Run it, right? I am just nervous that you're just gonna run out of dick, right? You're just gonna run out of momentum in order to, and you're gonna be left being like, man, I got a bunch of blank cards because I don't have the momentum to pay for it. That's all that I'm nervous about when it comes to it, right? Of like, we could cut Broken Psyche for just 4 copies of Always Cool, and I'll probably feel better, right? Just because like this card uses momentum, and this one doesn't. That's my opinion, at least, right? That's my opinion, at least. But I think that this is it. I think that this is probably where I would leave it. I think Velocity Rush is like the biggest thing that I added. I think this card's huge. I think this card's very big with Audio Reverberation. Just because it's a momentum card. I think this is probably gonna be like the most impactful card in your deck, truthfully. Always Cool also stops damage buff, which I like equally as much. Yeah. But with that, thank you much, Uncle Tony, for the support over on Patreon. I do greatly appreciate it. I'm going to shoot you this list, and you have a good rest of your night. See you, buddy.